What's going on, guys? This is Nate from the Scrap Academy welcoming you to our next deck profile here on the channel. Today we've got Ryan here with his Bystial Spright deck. I'm gonna let him jump right on into it.
Thanks for letting me do a profile.
Thanks for beating me.
So I went 3-1 and lost to time. So I played Bystial Spright. So most important cards in the deck is Lubellion, best card in the format, Magnamut. I don't own 3 Druis Worms, so I played 3 Sorinir and 2 Druis. Realistically, this should be 3 Druis, 2 Sorinir.
So just swap the numbers around?
Yeah, but I couldn't find the 3rd Druis, so.
Did you ever feel like you were like bricking on your on your Bystials?
So all the games I bricked my Bystials, I still won, which was really nice. Because you'll see in my extra deck, I play rank 6 in Zeus, and so even going second, I could set up like 2 of my Bystials and still make like Zeus plays. Okay. And then usually, I usually had a level 2 starter anyways. So, but no, it didn't brick on me. It didn't brick too much for me. Sprite Engine, obviously 3 blues, 3 jets, and the 2. I think this is pretty standard for everybody now. There's not really a need for pixies because your deck kind of handles a lot of like issues that pixies used to do, and people aren't really playing towers cards right now, so it's not super important. I didn't use carrot at all, except for to make IP, and I used red once. So pretty much just looping jets and blues. I played the nimble package with the 2 angler. I opened double angler 4 different times. It's very sad. But
so what you need to do is bump the rarity, that way it doesn't happen.
Exactly. But it was, this was great all day. They have to respond to Beaver and do something, or else you kind of just go off. So I wouldn't change it. I think 2 nimble's right. I think only playing 1 is not enough, and playing 3 is too bricky. So 3 Spot Frog. I think that everybody plays this. Some people play 2, but I like having the 3rd. I was going to summon it off Toad at some point today for the 3rd one, but I forgot it every single time.
Oh, good.
So,
good.
And unintentionally played around Super Poly. And I played the one at Pyria. The entire deck list is pretty much almost exactly Joshua Smith's from his regional in Europe. And this is good because if you start with like normal summon swap, you don't really need to summon anything from deck. So you summon the Hyperia and you get the free draw. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the main engine part. I played 3 Valor and 2 Ash. The change that I made from Joshua's list was I cut one of the Ashes and the talents for the extra Bystials. So, because I wanted to max on Bystials. So, 2 Ash, I normally don't agree with it, but I play the 3rd on the side, and this card's not that great against here. So, although I did Ash a Havness, and that won me the game against Ethan. So, that was kind of clean. More Sprite cards, 3 starter and 1 smasher. I think this is standard as well. And 3 Imperm. So more hand traps. And Imperm is actually really good for me today. I used it against a Kit, and same thing with Valor. I kitted Kit, negated Kit twice. So that was really clean. You want side deck next?
Yeah, sure, we can do side deck.
All right, side deck. So along with the changes I made to Schmidt's list was I played 1 double cross and 1 Ash in the side. So the 3rd Ash is just for like rogue matchups. It's also good against Sprite because the main combo right now for the Nimble is really weak to interruptions and like Nib. So I thought about playing Nib, but I decided on the Ash instead because this can be really crucial and can just completely turn off the mirror. And then Double Cross is really strong. I know that some people that have played Bystial Spright have said that like the grind game is kind of tough, and the when you have the Bystials against like a non-Bystial like good deck, it's kind of tough to be able to break boards or to stop them from breaking your board. So the Double Cross comes in those matchups, that way I have triple Toad. So it was really strong. I definitely liked it.
Seems pretty good.
3 Dogwood because I always go to time at this locals. So
and what happened when you went to time? Oh, you lost.
Yeah, exactly. I lost. That's the only thing I lose to. It's crazy. 1 Resonator.
It's a tuner.
It's a tuner. Dylan, if you're watching this, it's a tuner. So this is important. This card is so good. So good.
Tell me why.
So if you're playing against tier, you book the whole board, and they have to have Soliak plus like a Havness to be able to do anything. It's really nice. It's better than like Dark Hole Raigeki because they just get their stuff back anyways. It's also good going against the Sprite board because it forces out the Toad. I had a mirror match I played, and I forced out the Toad, and then I used another Swords. And I just went from there because I just used the board, and that was pretty much it. So this card's just, it's really good against the 2 best decks right now, and then it's also good against like rogue stuff. I wish I would have saw it against X's Sister, which was my last matchup, but I didn't draw it, so just be that way. 3 Dark Ruler. This is specifically for the mirror. I don't bring it in against like anything else that's terrible against tier. It's pretty much only for the mirror. And I guess the Degenerate Bird deck. And same thing, I don't like the bird deck, so I want to kill the bird deck. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory there. And that's the side. And then extra, it's super standard. 2 elf.
Gotta play it.
Yeah, you have to. 1 sprint. You don't need more than this. You can play 3 elf, but I wanted more utility spots because that's kind of what makes Spright really good is the utility. I played the 1 dark, didn't make it at all today, unfortunately, because nobody used Bystials. This is for Baguska. I like, again, this is heavily based off of Josh's list, so I like the way that, you know, you can go into this without the Baguska.
What is it for people who don't know?
So it's big.
It's big.
I don't know if it actually has an effect that helps or not. I've actually never read it, to be honest, but...
reading cards is hard.
But yeah, so you get your 2 level 2s on board, you go into the Swordsman, you go ahead and attack over the Baguska because it's 23, and then you like special summon your blue or whatever it is to be able to like continue your plays. So I like it. It's good for utility.
Caught you off guard. They're asking what it did.
Yeah, I know. How dare you. IP Unicorn. This really should be an Abramax, but I didn't have one before. But honestly, Unicorn came up a lot. I added a Necro Valley with it. I was able to out some other back row as well. It forced out a Toad in one of the mirror matches, so it's definitely not bad. I might cut Downard and still play the Unicorn, but yeah, there definitely should be an Abramax in the extra deck. And then the last, I guess that's the last part. This is my rank 6 I played for the Bystials. I actually did use the effect. I don't remember who I used it against, but I did it against somebody, and I took their blue from the grave.
You used it against me.
I used it against you, that's true, yes. And I took their blue. It was really nice, because I bricked on Bystials. I opened like 4 Bystials, but it was fine, because this card's still really good. Also, like I said earlier, if I brick on the Bystials, I just make this attack and then go into Zeus plays anyways. So, yeah. Obviously, to Gigantic, I think this is mandatory, and Toad. The combo's pretty linear, so you just try to get to Toad. Played the 1 Sweeper. I only used it once, and I played the Mosquito. I did use this quite a bit. I wanted to Zeus a lot, so. And then last cards, of course, I promise I played different sleeves. I played, obviously, Zeus and Downard. Again, this should probably just be the Unicorn, and then the Unicorn be an Abramax. But I made this almost at least once a match, probably almost every game. So
shout out to the person who let you these for the profile.
Thank you for them for the profile. And yeah, so pretty much for the deck, you're just trying to end on Toad IP. Elf with something set. So.
All right, well, thank you, Ryan, for bringing us your Bystial Spright deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to stay tuned later on this week. We'll have some live duels so you can see this deck in action. But that's all I've got for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, this is Nate from the Script Academy, signing for now. Peace out.